morning, good afternoon, wherever you are at in the world. It's DJ Monie B and Monie on the Move. I want y'all to really, really listen to what she has to say about what she does. And Maya, you there?
Yes, I'm there. Hello, Monica.
Hi, Maya.
So happy. Hi. How wonderful.
So,
hey, everyone.
I want to tell them that the name of your brand and what you do is called Conversation with Animals. And when I tell y'all, when you listen and really open your mind and your heart to what she's saying, it would be fabulous. So Maya, tell them all about who you are and what you do.
Yes, wonderful. Hello, everyone. My name is Maja Brexel, and I invented a beautiful method, and I named it Animal Conversations. And you can look it up on my website. It is www.animal-conversations.com. And what it is just an amazing way to have a verbal conversation with animals. And I know it sounds improbable, and it is still an existing reality. I started to come up with this method because a lady asked me, Maya, can you work with my animal? Because my dog is barking every time I leave the house, and it is not just my problem, it's really the problem also of my neighbors, because they were really, having a go at her. And she loves her dog, but she couldn't do anything, Monica, against that. She has been to a trainer, but the trainer couldn't do anything to help her in the way she wanted to. So the dog also is suffering because no dog ever barks because it's a sunny day.
Let me say this. I had a dog, his name was Bentley. And when we would leave the house, I never knew this until a neighbor really knocked on my door and complained. He said, every time you leave out in the morning to go to work, he howls. But then it also made me feel sad, because can you imagine how the animal feels? Like he has to be lonely. It's a reason why he's howling like that. So to get to know and to hear just how the animal feels, it's just remarkable, because you really do. Just like your baby, your newborn baby, you want to know why your baby's crying. You want to know why a cat is meowing the way it is, a dog is barking or howling the way it is.
And if you think how it works, it doesn't really matter the how. I can tell you it is an existing reality. It is something you can use for yourself. When you have an animal, you see an unwanted behavior like kicking, biting, pulling, howling, plugging by birds, screaming, even self-harming, then I have a conversation. And Monica, the most beautiful thing is when you come to me as your owner, rider, trainer, handler, and we don't say owner, actually, we don't own them. It's in Hawaii, they say kahu. Kahu is like the caretaker, we take the decision to take care of them and give them the best we can give them, right? So when I say owner, I actually mean kahu. So you want to give your animal the best you can. And when you see suffering in your animal and unwanted behavior is an expression of that, and behind an unwanted behavior is very often an unwanted emotion and a negative emotion. So what I developed is that I have a conversation with your animal and you are listening to the conversation I have with your animal. And Monica, while you do that, while you are listening to this, you experience the emotions, the sensations, and the feelings of your animal. And while you're doing this, you're listening to the thoughts of your animal. It is ever so beautiful. It is ever so something different. And every person coming to me, and fun fact, the animals are never present at the session.
Oh, really?
Honestly, I had this man, he has this Frisian horse, like this black, humongous, big, beautiful horses. And he went like, do I have to bring my horse to the session? I said, no. And he was so far away, and I said, I don't need to see your horse. I don't need to touch your horse. When you send me a video and you send me a picture, that's all enough for me, because it's your animal. You
Right.
feel your animal. It's
Right.
very amazing. So while having a conversation with your animal, you are listening to the conversation I have. And the
Yeah.
beautiful thing is that you can ask questions beforehand. You are sending me some details and a picture and a video. If it is, for example, an unwanted behavior, you would send me a video about it so I know. Because then I can say, for example, I had a dog, he was eating the underwear of the owneress. And we know that eating it can stuck in the throat. It can be very damaging for the organism of the animal, right? It can be even
Right.
dangerous. And she sent me a video before, so I can then say to the animal, listen, his name was Rufus, or is he's an 18-month-old dog. I asked him, I said, listen, I said, why are you doing this? So he gives me the answer to the question, and then I find out what's behind. And
Right.
then I can talk about it. I had a lady, she had a dog who was attacking visitors, okay? And they couldn't find out why. So I talked to the dog and I said, listen, I heard you're attacking the visitors. Why is that? And he said, because I'm scared that they take away my own arrest from me. He said, I was living in a campo. Campo is called like in the countryside. He was living in the countryside, and the owner sometimes came and gave fresh food and fresh water, and sometimes he didn't come for days. So this dog, no, honestly, this dog never knew when he would get at least some fresh water, you know? So he started, and then he got rescued and adopted by this beautiful lady. But I asked him, what's the feeling behind it? He said sadness. He said also that I had these abundancy issues. He said, I'm so scared that this lady, when she leaves the house, doesn't come back. But I say, how does it relate to the visitors? He said, because they come and take her away. Sure, the ladies go out for a coffee, as we do, Monica. But for the dog, it was a scare factor that this lady would not come back. So, and then I developed this beautiful method. And then I have this technique where I allow the animal to give me the emotions attached to that from us named unwanted behavior.
Yeah.
So the animals actually scan their whole being and pull out and take out and delete and eliminate every and anything having to do with these emotions. So they pull all the emotions, feelings, sensations out, because I cannot make the experience go away. He has been neglected. Yes, I cannot make that go away. That's his life, right? But I take the emotion attached to it, I take that away. And while you are feeling your animal, as I said before, you are feeling how he calms down. And afterwards, 2 weeks later, she gave me a call. She said, Maja, it's so beautiful. Visitors can come now. He's not having a go on them. He is very relaxed now. And that is ever so beautiful.
Oh, it is, because when you start feeling and know how your animal is feeling, you know how to deal with them. You know what to give them. You know how to talk to them, how to relax them. And like you said, the situation isn't going to go away. It's there. It happened, but it's how we deal with it. That's just like in our lives. So just like animals, we have to learn how to help them deal with their PSD, their, whatever they've been through. So to me, this is, so wonderful. So wonderful.
Monica, it really is, because you give your animal actually the chance to let go of there are horrible emotions, fear,
Right.
sadness. These are emotions you shouldn't live with. And the
Right.
unwanted
Right.
behavior is actually just an expression of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had a horse. There was a lady, she owned a horse stable, and she was a jumping competition.
Okay.
She was jumping with her horse in competitions, and she had this horse, and you couldn't touch her on the right side. On the main, this horse was in panic mode. And the lady said she wanted a session. And I found out that the horse was beaten badly on the right side, especially. And I can't make that go away. I can't, but I can make the emotions go away. She was scared, and she says, I don't understand why. Why was I beaten? I'm a good horse. She couldn't understand. And in situations like this, Monica, I do excuse myself for us humans. I said, I'm so sorry for every animal who has experienced horrible emotions through us humans. I always excuse myself. And I say, and you know what happens? While I say this, you will feel that your animal goes like, wow, thank you for saying that.
Compassion. It's compassion. They feel compassion. They feel comfortable. They, oh my, that's genuine love. That's genuine caring. And can you imagine how we feel? Imagine how an animal feel when you generally say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize for what happened to you.
Yes, it does make a humongous difference. And then I take away the emotions. And the most beautiful thing is during every single session, you're as an owner, rider, trainer, handler, carer, you can ask your animal any questions. So who's ever listening now or seeing us, hi to everyone, and lots of love from us. Imagine now, what questions would you like to ask your animal? What would you like to know from the animal? And I had this man, he had a dog, Sam, and he's on my website, www.animal-conversations.com. If you look under conversations, his story is there. And he wanted to know, because the dog was old, when it was time to put him down, because he didn't want to have the dog suffering. And the owner wanted to know, as we do want to know, because we have to make that decision, right? And the dog said, you know, my owner will know when is the moment. And I think that's very important, a message for all of us, that we have to make the decision to let animals go. And we don't know when it's the right moment. You will know. You will know in your heart. So this is beautiful, because he said, don't worry, you will know. And I said, is there something you would like to try? I said, how is it going with your food? He says, I'm fine, I'm old, I eat everything, he said. And I said, is there something you would like to try? And he said, liver pate. And I asked him, liver pate? I said, when did you have liver pate? He said, when I was very, very young. I said, anything else? The dog said, I want it on bread. I said, why do you want it on bread? He said, then I have longer something in my mouth with it. And that was on a Friday. So the next day, the owner actually bought liver pate. And he said to me, Maja, I never gave my dog liver pate. So he must have had it when he was a puppy. And all his life, Sam was having this one wish to one time in his life, eat liver pate one more time. And 2.5 months later, he passed away. That was so beautiful.
Yes, he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. Wow. You know what? This has to be so gratifying for you. I mean, just listening to it is gratifying to me. Just and you know, I spoke to you yesterday, so I do have a couple that wants to talk to you about. They have the two cats, Louis and Jinx. So they will be getting in contact with you. Louis is older. He's like 73 in our years. So if they're thinking it's getting close, and he's doing stuff that he never did before. But you seen how eager they were to talk to you yesterday.
Oh,
so,
beautiful.
Yes, they will be getting in contact with you. So I just want to, before we get off, just make sure you give everybody the information they need to contact you. How long have you been doing this?
Since 2016.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And I work with a lot of animals, even with a guinea pig, with a dove. It's for me, it's not, it's independent from the species. If it is a dolphin in the water, if it is a kangaroo, if it is a zoo animal, in captivity or if it's an animal you have at home, for me, it doesn't make any difference. You give with me the opportunity to have a talk. Let me have a talk with your animal while you are listening to me talking with your animal. And you're going to feel your animal from the inside out. So no matter animal, whatever species you have, no matter what age, I'm going to have a conversation with your animal. And you are going to get to ask your animal any questions. And the interesting part I always ask is there a question I haven't asked while I'm having a conversation, because to find out if the animal has a message for us, for example. And also they say very important things, Monica, like the bird, he said to the owner, can you please spray your perfume outside on the balcony? He said, you're spraying your perfume, you're leaving out of the house, but I'm staying in. For me, it stinks. It's not nice. It should be, when you think about it, you go like, oh yeah, it makes sense. But do I need, it was an ara, this beautiful, beautiful bird. Yeah, he said that. He said to his owner, because I asked, is there something you want to say to us? And he said, yes, please tell that I want him to spray the perfume outside. That is an important information, right? Absolutely. One cat said, please, can you let me know when someone comes in the house? I live here too. So, and also tell me when you leave. And I was talking, Monica, to a couple on the street. I talk to everyone and tell them what I do because I'm so happy about that. It's so beautiful. Yeah. And I told them, I said, listen, I said, this cat said that when you leave the house, tell me, hey, I'm leaving the house. I love you. I come back. And they said, interestingly enough, when we left the house, our cat was meowing the whole time. So they said we installed a camera. So we left the house and they saw the cat going in every single room, going meow, 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 meow. And I said, exactly that is. Imagine, Monica, imagine we're together in a house, okay? And I go out of the house. And all of a sudden you go, Maja, Maja, huh? Maja, Maja, where are you? You go to the balcony, you go to the restroom, you go to, because you're looking for me.
Wow.
Good you heard that, because now it makes sense.
That's amazing.
Yes, they are. And I had this horse, for example, she said, I like when my owneress is telling me about her day. Oh, they are listening. Honestly, they love when you tell them about the feelings and emotions, and they hear you and they feel you. It's ever, ever so beautiful. So please, when you have an animal at home and you have questions, you want to have an answer to from your animal directly, please get in contact with me, my website, and I do it online, okay? It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You have the possibility to have a proper conversation with your animal, and you will be amazed.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, like, because I know you're in Spain. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
On my website, there is a link on top next to home. It's called Conversations. And please have a look, click on it. And there are, because every session, because I have a verbal conversation with the animal, I audio tape my conversation with the animal. And then I get someone to transcribe it. So on my website, under Conversations, you can actually read the conversation I have with the animal, and you get a wonderful understanding exactly how it is. And we can solve so much problems. There are horses, they suck air and they can get colic formic and they can die. You know, the dog who ate even plastic, and I asked him, why do you do it? He said, I was at an owner and sometimes I got food, but sometimes I didn't, and because of that I eat everything now. So he ate even plastic because he was scared that at some point he wouldn't get any food. And the owneress said right from the start, Maja, tell him two things. The one, you will always have enough food, and the second, we will not give you away. So they're very important informations, and the dog was so happy now. He doesn't need to eat plastic anymore. It's really valuable.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, wow. I could talk about this all day for hours, man.
Yes.
It's just so interesting. It's so interesting. I am so pleased that I have met you, and
Oh,
you are going to be my friend from now on. We are going to do more talking. I hope everybody understood what she was saying, because she was very plain and clear. Everything was really heartfelt. So I hope y'all loved, and please read her bio, read her website. It is so interesting. And please, if you have any issues with your pets, get in contact with her. Get in contact with her. I already had some people that's going to contact you, but I really appreciate what you do. I really appreciate what you do.
thank you so much, Monica. Thank you for your
So
kind words. And I'm very happy that we met also in my life.
so again, give them your website before we go. Give it to them one more time so they don't forget, and your name, and just thank you so much. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. My name is Maja Brexel. My website is www.animal-conversations.com. Please look on my website, find out the way how I do it. It doesn't really matter. I give you the opportunity to have a conversation with your animal. You can ask any question you like. Don't think about the how. It doesn't matter. I know the how. You're not discussing your knee surgery with the surgeon or your car repairman, how it repairs your car. The results are what is most and what is counting. So I have an amazing results. Shall you have a problem, behavior problem, or you see trauma in your animal who is afraid of loud noises, is kicking, screaming, peeing, food issues, contact me. And we have a conversation and you will feel your animal. We find out what it is and we do give the animal the possibility to make the changes and heal and let them feel good, because we are responsible, and it goes to the life of the animal, because it highlights and gives them more quality of life. And that is what we sign up for every time we say yes to an animal, right? Yeah.
Right, that's right. That's exactly right. And it heals us too, because if you're a good owner, you feel pain when your animal feel pain. You want to know what's going on with your animal. You want to know why they're doing certain things. You want to know why they're acting certain ways. So, it's healing for both the owner and the animal.
Absolutely right, Monica. Beautiful words spoken. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's from you. You're rubbing off on me
Oh.
already.
Oh.
I love you, lady. It was so good talking to you. And like that, I always tell y'all never know where I'm going to be. I'm Monie on the move right now. Just picture me in Spain sitting next to my. She said it's really, really hot there.
Yes,
Really, really
it is.
hot. I'm in the
It is.
sun too. So I
In
thank you
Spain,
so
we
much,
have
Maya.
only
And this
30
won't
in
be
the
the
evening and
conversation
30
that we
degrees.
have.
Thank you so much, Monica, for letting me talk about this and giving me the time and the space. You're amazing. Thank you.
You are too. You have a good one, and
Yes.
I'll be talking to you
Bye
soon.
for now. Bye, everyone. Great pleasure. Bye.
Take care. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me this episode. I don't know about y'all, but that was really something to know that you can have a conversation with your animals. I mean, they're human. God made them too, and just they need healing just like we do. And if we can heal together, then we can live together. So I really enjoyed Maya, but guess what, y'all? Next week, I got another really, really interesting episode. It is with a U.S. Army veteran and his name is Frank McKinley. And what he went through is he's going to talk about his testimony on being in Afghanistan, Iraq, and he got injured in Afghanistan. But I can't wait for y'all to really talk to him. Like I said, I just want to give y'all a variety of things to talk about. Um, so many things going on in this world. And it's not just music. Y'all know me. I love music. So you will be having and seeing a lot of artists come up, producers, writers. But we really need to get into the nitty gritty of world affairs. So this guy next week, Frank McKinley, and I give props to all our servicemen and women. Thank you, thank you, thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you did. Thank you for you're the security for us in the United States. So I will be doing some more of those interviews too. So thank you so much. I hope y'all are enjoying these interviews as much as I'm enjoying doing them. I'm meeting some wonderful people, and I hope you're really enjoying them. So I love you. It's DJ Monie B, Monie on the Move, right here. See you next time. Peace.